and welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we are reviewing from Marvel Legends and the Spider-Man series, and a few years ago, Black Cat. Now this is actually a Black Cat that I've been really high anticipated for. I didn't really like the retro one, and this is one that I really wanted on my shelf. And kindly enough, Panicking Anakin from Instagram, he actually sent this in for a belated birthday present. We were supposed to meet up and we never did, but we've actually been friends for a couple of years now, and I really appreciate it. He's a really nice guy, so please go and check out his content. He makes fantastic photos. So yeah, she's actually part of the Green Goblin wave that come out a little while back. I think it's the ultimate Green Goblin that it made. It doesn't even say Black Cat on here, it just says Sky Sirens, which is a part of the duo act, I guess. On the side she's got Spider-Man, and on this side we have Spider-Man as well. Flipping it around to the back, we've got the ones that make up the pair of the Sky Sirens, with this Spider-Woman and a few other pairings down here with the builder figure of the Green Goblin and a little bio at the top. So I guess without further ado, let's crack this bad girl open. So here she is, straight out the packaging, and we're just going to take our first impressions of her. And yeah, she's looking absolutely really cool, like really nice. I'm not too sure about the blue, it's kind of throwing me off a little bit, but I think it sort of might pick up well with some photos and stuff up. If not, we can always change that at a later date. But yeah, we're going to go away, put her through her poses, see what we can do, and we'll see you in a moment. The Black Cat, Felicia Hardy, is the daughter of Walter Hardy, a world-renowned cat burglar. After suffering from a traumatic assault, she trained herself in various fighting styles and acrobatics and decided to follow in her father's footsteps. So welcome back, we've been away, we've taken her pictures, and what can I say about Felicia Hardy? Well, I think the proof is definitely in her second name. She's fantastic. It's the Black Cat that I like, and it's also, the sculpt is great. Unfortunately, there's a lot of letdowns about this figure, but there's also a lot of push-ups. She's a bit top heavy at times. So looking at the actual figure itself, she's pretty cool, and she comes with this one accessory, which is her cat and nine tails kind of whip here. Really nice little details. We've got the sort of ribbed part here on the handle, going around on the leash part onto the sort of like cat and nine tails end with an extra claw. Unfortunately, it's just made in this sort of plastic, and it reverts back to its original form. So I think a quick update for this figure could be putting a wire in this part here. That would make it kind of more dynamic in a way. She holds it quite nicely in a little grip hand here, which is pretty cool. Going into articulation wise, and unfortunately articulation does suffer quite a bit with this figure. The hair isn't made of that nice soft vinyl that we get these days. It's kind of hard and rigid, and especially with this big clump at the back here. So just getting a full movement around on the head is pretty much up to that point. That's about as far as you're going to get for a left turn. Right turn's a little bit better because the hair is swished in the other direction. She can look down this far and not look back really at all. Arm wise, she's got full rotation, and it can come up to this far as well. We've got rotation at the elbow, and on the single elbow joint that goes up to 90, rotation at the wrist, but there's no hinge, which is unfortunately. This one does have a little slight hinge just on this bit here, and it can go up and down. On this part on the top, just underneath the diaphragm, we've got left and right. She can look down this much and look back up here, which is quite nice, quite flexible at this point. Leg wise, come up this far. It doesn't come up any further than this. Forward, great. Back, fantastic. Upper thigh rotation here. We have a double knee joint, which is the pin is showing, and then a rocker and a pivot. Unfortunately, it is a bit of an older figure. We don't have a boot cut here, even though they could easily done a boot cut here, and also at the cuffs that could also rotate, but it doesn't, unfortunately. The letdowns on the articulation really is from the legs down. So yeah, she can't really bring her hips out, unfortunately, and you can see that kind of difference in plastic. The legs are really gummy, but also they're really loose as well. So she's sort of rigid at one point, and then you try and stand her up and she just falls over. So yeah, she does fall over quite a bit, to be honest with you. But where this figure actually really comes to life is a sculpt, and it's a fantastic sculpt there of Felicia Hardy. I'm not too sure of the blue in the hair. I was kind of looking at the box actually, and with the actual art on there, it's done in a kind of like a dark grey. So I'm kind of thinking that I might go over that with an actual dark grey and get rid of the blue, to be honest with you, because it really makes it stand out 10 times better. The actual rest of the figure, I mean, obviously the face, we've got this sort of cleavage area on show. We've got the white around with the fur colour, which is, for me, that is the Felicia bit of the fur colour around the neck. Down on these parts here, Again, we've got all that fur, which kind of really matches her hair as well. And the rest of the figure is black, apart from this little zip part on here. And looking down, looking fantastic. And then down to her feet. She has got high heels, unfortunately, so they do go a little bit top heavy. So when she's got gummy legs, high heels, yeah, she's stacking it quite often, to be honest with you. So you really have to get her in a decent pose that will sort of sustain herself. But apart from that, she's good. Nice one to put on the shelf. A really big thank you to Panicking Anakin, which is Callum on Instagram. So make sure you do follow him out. And yeah, thank you so much. So I'll just put her down because she's going to fall. So thank you so much for joining me on this one. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, which is in the description down below. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.